Say good morning. He's annoyed with me because we haven't gone outside yet, but we are about to do that. Hello, welcome to another video. Welcome to Vlogtober video 4, something like that. The cat has been meowing to go outside, so we're gonna do that. And I was gonna give you guys a little update on books and everything. I have finished a poetry book, a vampire book. I'm about to finish this other poetry book, which these were that were not initially on my October TBR, but have made their way there because they are so slim and so short. So those were kind of a random little thing that I added on. But I also finished this, which was a little problematic, and I will talk about in my October wrap up. It was fun most of the time. We had some issues. So the plan for right now is finish Redbird, because I am halfway through. Then I want to start Woodworm by Layla Martinez. This Thing Between Us is supposed to be actually legitimately kind of a horror novel, so I'm excited for that one. Ninth House I've already read. This other Lee Bardugo, The Familiar, I want to get to that one. Slewfoot by Brahm, and then this Tony Sandoval graphic novel. It's not too much, if I'm being honest. I did thrift this last month or the month before. I did a whole video about it because I did not love ACOTAR. Did not love A Court of Thorns and Roses. Hot take, I know. So I'm thinking I might like this one more. Somebody commented and said that they actually liked Throne of Glass more, even though this series is not as popular as A Court of Thorns and Roses. So this would be one that I want to get to this winter as well. I'm realizing we're already halfway through October, and it's freaking me out just a little bit because I just came back from that writing retreat. I have another little trip planned with family. And I always find that kind of takes away from my reading time. Also, I'm listening to an Academy for Liars. I'm not obsessed with it. I will let you guys know in my October wrap up whatever I think. But let's go outside and let's get some reading done. Guillermo, do you know the word outside? Do you want to go outside? Yes. Come here. Okay, little reading update. I moved inside. It got actually kind of warm out there in the sun. And I just finished chapter 1 of Woodworm. So I'm only 20 something pages in. But it sounds like this is going to be a really good one if you like stories where the house is an important part of the plot. The house is almost like another character. Feels very personified. The house is some sort of creature, maybe. That's kind of what the language is suggesting. So it's reminding me of We Have Always Lived in the Castle. They Have Always Lived in the Castle. I think it's we. Those vibes are strong. I don't know if it was inspired by that or not, but we have females in the house. We have 2 women. The main character, who's nameless right now. She's just the daughter. And then there's the grandmother as well. Okay, little update. I'm loving the book. Highly recommend, and I'm not even halfway through. But I thought for a little break, I would show you guys what I'm planning to do to the front wall, the little gallery wall. I want to change it over to things that are like fall related. Right now it's very spring. I have some photos that I found just from browsing Pinterest, as one does. So I would like to kind of get the measurements because I don't remember the size of these frames. Literally, I'm just going to send some stuff to Walgreens. Instead of having to send them off and like wait for weeks, I can just print them as posters. Let's plan. I have like a little template. The black square is the TV. And then I'm going to figure out what looks good where. Play around with some layouts. So let's have fun with that. And then I'll check in with you here in a minute. Okay, it's been like 5 minutes and I cleaned it up a little bit. I'll put it on the screen with frames added. I just edited on PixArt, so it was like whatever they had like in their little cache or whatever. It's not to scale. It's not perfectly to scale, so I don't actually know what I'm going to be able to fit up there, but I really like the way that everything looks. I think I'm going to go ahead and get all the measurements. I think most of them are 16 by 20. I'm going to go ahead and get all the measurements and then make some adjustments. I'm so ready to get some more candles out. I did like a little candle haul, I think in my first Vlogtober, and I have so many pretty ones, like these taper candles as well with like the gold foil. I have so many pretty ones that I'm excited to burn, but I'm gonna do something with my little olive tree back there, my little fake olive tree. I'm gonna spook that up just a little bit. I have some floating candles, like Harry Potter style floating candles. Some more like flicker flameless candles that are like battery powered. So yes, I'm very excited. Also, I forgot to tell you guys, I'm gonna do a cute little like moth and bat little, what do you even call it? Display? I don't even know what the right word is. On the wall after I get all of my photos changed, or I might even put them on there before, because I've been experimenting with my little Cricut. I have one of those like Cricut Joys. You probably can't tell, but we'll peel it off together. I bought for like 99 cents this little moth, and I will show you guys the inspiration picture. I think from Anthropology is where I found a brand that is actually selling these, but they're made of iron, I think. They're like heavier duty, but I just don't need, I didn't want to spend that much. I don't need anything that like heavy and fancy because it's not going to be up all year. It's definitely more of a fall winter kind of vibe. So I was like, I have a whole bunch of black paper from something. This is the one that seems to be working. I folded it in like the natural place where like wings would, you know, like be folded. And then I'm gonna put a whole bunch of these up on the wall, like that inspiration picture. I think it's gonna be really cute, honestly, with a couple different shapes of moths and then a couple different shapes of bats, because how fun, little art project. So this is gonna be my night, and I'm very excited. Good morning, guys. Boyfriend and I just got back from the coffee shop in the park. It's been so lovely. We're doing the pumpkin patch tomorrow. We're pretty sure. We're pretty decided because it's actually feeling kind of cool this week. Anyway, we also picked up, while we were out, we picked up some groceries and had some errands. And then I went to Walgreens because I printed off some things for the gallery wall. So I wanted to show you what those were, and then I will attempt to put on the screen. I think if I Google image search, like reverse search, some of these, I'll be able to actually find like the original artist. This one I'm undecided as to whether or not I'm gonna keep. It's this bat. I know it's printed on glossy photo paper, so there's gonna be a glare. This is the biggest version of this I could find online. Pretty rough. I think this might be like the roughest one. And then I've already framed two of the smaller 8x8s. These I'm gonna put in the kitchen between the pantry door and the laundry room door because I took a larger frame away from there, like a 16x20, I think. This one's pizza and a margarita, which is like my ultimate meal. This would definitely be like my last meal. And a little Waffle House breakfast. Boyfriend and I love IHOP. Every now and then, not all the time, because it's very heavy, but it's just that same kind of like classic diner breakfast food. I love that one. Now, I originally was gonna maybe do something to these frames because they're very basic, cheap. I don't even know that they're real wood. I think it's like MDF, like plastic that kind of looks like wood. When I put the prints in here, I was like, well, actually, the brown kind of works because they both have kind of a brown, like a dark brown background. So I think I might actually keep the frames like this. And then one day I can do some sort of DIY with like textured spray paint or something to make them look like concrete or like something that's, you know, better quality than what they are. And they are all kind of rough in terms of like them being low resolution. I went online and I found, you know, the best quality versions that I could. This is as good, about as good as they turned out. It's not horrible, but it's not great. So there's that one. I think that's St. Catherine. I could be wrong. And then this one, which is called Cero Humano or something like that. Human candle. This one was really cool. I found this one on DeviantArt. Very dark academia for sure, a little bit macabre. And then this lamb from that famous painting. I'll put it on the screen because of course I forget what it's called. It's also on the cover of Lapvina, the book by Ottessa Moshfegh, which I do really love. And I love his little, you can barely see his little halo. And I don't think I showed you, but this is my little mock-up of where the frames will go. I'm going to keep this one where he is. Two more portraits here, and then the lamb will go up here. And then also, I wanted to show you all of my little Cricut printouts. They turned out so cute. I don't think I showed you these. This one's a little bit bigger. This is a different size as well. So we have two kinds of bats and two kinds of butterflies, or moths. And then I'll get some like double-sided tape, and then I'll put them up around. So they're not spectacular quality. I did get like a low resolution warning on basically all of them. It's really not too bad from like 5 feet away. So I did put a Michael's order in. I need to go and pick it up. So let's go to Michael's and then we can put everything up on the wall. I'm back from my little errand. So I got lots of command strips. Then I got some moss. It just needs some extra something down at the bottom of the fake olive tree over there. Also, this is lightly textured acrylic paint. The pot that I have my olive tree in, which I love, is from World Market. But the inside of it, they didn't bring the paint down all the way on the inside, and it's just white inside. So I just picked up one randomly that's sort of somewhat similar. And then some Cricut clear sticker paper, like label sticker paper. This is what I'm making my Reading Around the World challenge books. I'm making like passport stamps I put like on the title page. Now it is time to finish this dang wall. So first task is to remove the washi tape. I don't think I showed you the reveal because it was late last night when I finished putting everything up. So I will show you the before and after right now. So I'm pretty pleased with it. I think that the bats and the moths make sort of kind of a, gives it sort of a whimsical feel. And then the only thing that I'm not like super obsessed with is how close this frame is to the edge of the wall. It's not a huge wall. So that was just kind of what ended up happening there. There's literally like an inch of space. So I don't love how kind of tight it feels over there. And then also we kind of lost the lamb's halo with the printing. It didn't really pick it up. I feel like I could have, if I had known that, I would have like edited the halo before printing and maybe it would have like made it pop. I am officially ready for bed. I'm just starting to edit this video. I have this lovely autumn candle burning. And I did finish Woodworm, as you saw when I was writing up my notes in the previous clip. And it was phenomenal. It was really good. It wasn't 5 stars, but it was very close. I gave it 4.5 stars. I'll talk more about it, obviously, in my October wrap-up. It basically takes the concept of a haunted house to the next level. I loved all the metaphors. I loved the way they were very, like, concrete. I don't know if that is going to make any sense. I'm going to have to figure out how to talk about this book in my wrap-up without giving too much away because the language is very unique. And I don't even think because it's been translated. I think it's like just that well written. There are lots of themes in here around female rage, for sure. I know female rage has kind of become like its own category almost in contemporary literature. It's almost like a subgenre. This does it very well. Maybe one of the better ones that I've read. I don't know, something about that combined with the whole haunted house vibe of it. Earlier I mentioned We've Always Lived in the Castle. It has those elements in there for sure. A tiny sprinkling of practical magic, but they're not really witches, even though it sounds, I'm kind of describing it like they are, or maybe they were. I don't know. I'm still processing, but highly recommend for sure. So I'll talk about that more in my October wrap up, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.